let me start with a scene that you might be aware of or you might have came across with. So the developer team says that it works on my laptop. QA says it is broken in testing. And the production team says, why did the site crash? Same code, same feature, and the same day. But why different result? So today we are going to talk about one of the silent killer in software, that is environment issues. And believe me, environment is one of the most important topic when it comes to Docker. So yeah, let's start with the discussion on environments. So let's get started with it.
All right, so let us discuss about dev, QA, and prod environments. So in software, we usually have three environments. So let us understand what is the purpose of each of the environment and what is the relationship between them. Okay, so let us first understand what is the purpose of dev environment. So environment, it is a place where a developer writes their code, and this is their personal workspace. Okay, now QA, so it's the environment that is used for testing by the QA team, the quality assurance team. This is where the tester check whether the application works fine or not, and they try to break it on purpose, because if something breaks in the earlier phase, okay, it can be mitigated. Then what is the next step? Once the issue is identified, it is logged, it is shared with the developers, they fix it, that thing is again tested, and then it is moved to production environment. But what actually is production environment? So this is the real world where the application deals with real interaction, real people. This is the place where real money is being present and the real pressure arises. So all three environment exist for a reason. So let us take a real life analogy and understand the purpose of dev, QA, and prod. Now, think that you are opening a restaurant where dev is your home kitchen, QA is your nearby friends, okay, who will taste the application before even it is served to the customer. And prod, it is the actual restaurant with customer, with live people who will taste your food. So you must taste your food before you are serving it to the customer. So that is the main reason why this environment occurs. But the main question is, why even these issues occur? See, most of the issues are not due to code. Most of the bugs occurs due to environment issues and environment mismatch. Now, the main question is, what is an environment? So let us understand. So environment is everything that is around your code, and that can be anything. It can be your operating system, software version, libraries, configuration file, environment variables, and hardware limits. So your code doesn't run alone. It depends upon its surrounding. Okay. So now let us start with the dev environment. Okay. And what are the issues that can come with dev environments? So in dev, so let us understand what are the issues that can come with dev environments. Okay. So in dev, let's say there are multiple people who are working in development of this application. So one developer uses Windows, another uses Mac, and the third one uses Linux. So due to this thing, the operating system changes, and due to that reason, they uses different version of the application. So someone uses different version of Node, another uses different version of Python, another uses different version of Java. So the code works for one developer in one machine, but the same code, when it is shared with another person, it will differ because due to library mismatch. Now you might ask me one question, okay, if I am using Python 3.10 and the another person is using Python 3.12, why it will not work? Now see, when we are dealing with code, we are dealing with multiple libraries. So there might be a reason, there might be a possibility that the library that is working fine on 3.10 might fail in 3.12, and that can be one of the reason that it is failing. And second is the operating system change. Okay, due to that reason, it is working on system A but it's not working on system number B, right? So that can be one of the reason, and that's the reason it fails in another machine. And that is how we came with the traditional statement that it works on my machine but it doesn't works on the another person's machine. Okay, let us understand this with another analogy. Let us understand that we have two cooks and we have the same recipe. So one person uses gas stove and another uses an induction. The taste will vary, and that's the reason issue in dev environment occurs, because they are using different flavors of operating system, and that is the reason the environment mismatch happens. Now let us move forward and understand what are the issues that come in QA environment. Okay, so QA server have different configuration. They have different database version. Like they have missing environment variables and they have limited permissions. So you can say that QA are the people who will have limited permission as that of the users, the actual users, so that they can actually test. So here we came across with a statement that it worked in dev, but it failed in QA environment. So QA environment is similar, but not same as dev. They have limited permission, but that word similar is dangerous because they are acting as a regular user who is interacting with the application in the live prod environment. They have some more additional permission to check, to break the application so that it doesn't break on production. That's the reason that QA is said to be the god of testing. Once the QA approves, then only the application moves into the production. Okay. Now, let us move with the next and the most important environment, that is the production environment. So, the production environment, the scariest place. So, production environment is the place where traffic is high, a real user exists, and one bug is equals to reputation loss. Okay. So, even if you can see, even if there is a delay in a live match, many people will uh, discard that particular platform, right? So that's the issue. QA environment exists. QA people focuses more on testing so that those bugs have not been encountered by real people, the real users, right? So what can be the problems in production? So production has scale, production has load, production has security rules. So a code that worked for 10 user may fail for 10,000 users. I repeat, a code that worked for 10 users may fail for 10,000 users. Okay, so let us understand with a classical nightmare that everything passed in dev and QA, but it failed in prod. This is every software team's nightmare. Now, why does this happen? Okay, so let's connect the dot. Okay, so development environment is not equals to QA environment, and QA environment is not equals to prod. They have different operating system, they have different version, and they have different set of configuration. So different environment will serve as different behavior, which means your code is absolutely innocent most of the time. It is the issue with the environment itself, and that's the reason why we are learning environment variable in this specific video. That's the motto why we are discussing environment in the very first place. See, I don't want it to jump directly into Docker. We would have started with the installation, we would have started with containers and everything, but the base remains the same, and here we are covering the basics. Okay, now what is the traditional way of handling the environment variables, which is the bad way, which is not even recommended by software industry. So how things used to be earlier, let us discuss the same. So earlier the team used to manually set up the server, they used to install the software by hand, and they used to follow the written SOPs. And due to that, there used to be one problem. If that SOP has some missing step, it has been followed in multiple environments, and that's the reason we have version mismatch and human errors. Every environment slowly became unique, slow breaks, beautiful but dangerous. Okay. Now, imagine this, that your dev has Node version 18, QA has Node version 16, and production has Node version 17. Your code uses a feature from version 18, that is from dev version 18, but where it will work, it will only work on development environment, and that's an issue. That's an environment issue, not a coding mistake. So if environments are different, the results will be different. I repeat again, if the environments are different, the results will be different. Okay. So if environments are different, so what can happen over here? Most of the deployment failure will happen, most of the production bugs will be present, and the DevOps team will stress a lot because here the environment mismatch is present. Now, how does modern team fix this problem? Okay, so this is one of the beautiful thing that modern software development techniques has offered. So they offered same environment everywhere. So it's not similar, it's not close, it's the same exactly as it is. But how? Okay, let's first understand. The modern team aim for not similar, not close, exactly the same environment. But how they are packaging the application, they package its dependency, and they run it same way as they used to run in dev, in prod, and the same way is run in the production environment. So this is where container enters into the story. Okay, now let us move forward and understand where Docker fits over here. So Docker allows us to define the environment once, reuse it everywhere, and remove that traditional statement that it works on a machine. And for now, just remember why it exists. We are going to do a deeper dive on what is the meaning of environment variables and how does it work. So let us summarize what we have learned so far. We learned about dev, QA, and fraud. Dev, it's the developer area where they do the development. QA, it's the environment where the QA do the testing. They break it on purpose so that the issues are not arised on fraud. And fraud is the actual place where the real user interact. Each environment has different configuration, different settings, and due to environment variable mismatch, it causes bugs. So in traditional setup, there was an increase in risk of environment mismatch, and that's the issue that has been solved by the containers Docker to aim to standardize this environment, right? So that was all, and I hope you understand what is the purpose of each one of the environments, what is the meaning of environment variable mismatch. Okay, in the next video, we are going to learn about containers, and we are going to actually start with the journey with Docker. So yeah, that was all in this video, and I will see you in the next one. So till then, keep learning.